New question. The member from Essex.
Thank you very much, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Speaker, for the second time in less than a year, Windsor and Essex County residents have been hit by debilitating floods. Residents have experienced power outages and property damage, and more than 5,000 basements were flooded. For the second time in 12 months, Windsor residents have had to rebuild and recover from this debilitating flood. The Premier tweeted that she was ready to help, but we've really seen nothing. And municipal staff continue to be spread thin, desperately trying to keep up with the amount of debris that needs to be cleared. For the health and safety of our region, the people of Windsor and Essex need action now. When will the Premier back up her tweets with action by making available all provincial resources without delay and unnecessary red tape?
Thank you.
Minister of Municipal Affairs.
Municipal Affairs.
Speaker, thank you very much. I want to thank the member for the question, and I will begin by thanking Speaker and congratulating and expressing our consideration for the first responders, for the municipal officials, for the volunteers who are on the ground again for the second time in less than a year and doing what they can to affect as best possible the situation that people find themselves in through no fault of their own. What happened in Windsor, Tecumseh, Lakeshore, Amherst, there are 6 municipalities that were affected, is again unprecedented. We understand that this is becoming more normal, unfortunately, and we need to do everything that we can to prepare ourselves as best we are able all across the province and all across the country, I would say. And I will more specifically address the member's question in the supplementary, Speaker, but I would say that to imply in any way, shape or form that we have not responded is incorrect, and I'll provide some of that detail in the supplementary.
Thank you. Supplementary, the member from Windsor.
Thank you, Speaker. We acknowledge that the minister has activated the Disaster Recovery Assistance Program, a program that has left people from last year still waiting for help. But this funding does not address the fact that municipal resources are wearing thin and staff are being stretched to their limit. Garbage trucks cannot keep up with the volume of debris and are filling up after visiting only a handful of houses. We know that the cleanup process would be expedited if this Liberal government would stop giving the city the runaround and allow garbage trucks from Michigan to cross the border in order to help. They keep passing the buck from ministry to ministry, leaving the municipalities to try and coordinate services themselves. Speaker, we know the Premier is preoccupied with her testimony for the bribery scandal, but why is she letting this scandal get in the way of assisting the people of Windsor-Essex in their time of need?
Minister.
Speaker, thanks again. Speaker, in terms of people who are still waiting for assistance from last year, yes, from time to time when the program is activated, some people don't get the assistance as quickly as we would like. I would say most people get it very quickly. Sometimes we need receipts, we need complete applications before the support can be expedited to them. In terms of the issue related to garbage trucks, this is the first this is the first time I've heard of that, Speaker. I'm glad to listen to it if the member has anything to come to me in short order. Speaker, this program was just reconstituted 2 years ago in consultation with AMO, the Association of Municipalities of Ontario. It had their support. It no longer requires local fundraising, and because of that significant change, the support to the people who need it can happen much quicker, now sometimes within weeks or months rather than a much longer period of time. So a newly designed program, it offers support to low-income people on sewage backup. It's not intended to be a replacement for insurance, as has been suggested by some of the leaders of the opposition.